A very warm welcome to you. It's a pleasure to have you join us on the program this week, ALMON Finance and Wealth Report. This is the program where you get first-hand information about happenings in the economy. My name is Jennifer Obidiebubi. On the program this week, we join Faith and her guests on the town hall for the continuation of the topic, claims payments in the Nigerian insurance industry and public perception. Now, most people have the belief that insurance companies in Nigeria just don't pay claims.
This thing that happened to me is an advice that my father gave to me. I said, though he's an old man.
Oh, your father had
yes, I told my father I want to start up insurance. He said I should forget about that. They are 419 people.
No, that's
what my father told me. But I just push it aside. So let me go ahead. Because that time business is moving. I said, okay, let me deal with them. Maybe on that 5 years I can able to lay my hand on that. And what my father told me is what happened.
Also, we bring you highlights of the 2016 Business Roundtable of the Elevation Church Mainland. The guest speaker was Mr. Tony Cole. The theme was staying relevant in a changing economy.
What you say you will do, do. You sign a contract, live by that contract. A contract is an agreement between two people. You may not like it. You may look at the contract tomorrow. Somebody may look at that contract in another climate and say that, this contract does not look good for this climate. That's fine. You can always negotiate the contract. But whatever you agree in that contract at that time, make sure you do it.
And then, of course, our insurance fact file. These are more of what we have coming your way. Do sit back as we take you through the world of insurance. We'll be right back after the break. Please stay with us.
Okay, Mr. Olisa, have you in any way contacted NICOM? Because as it is, it's not you that stopped the policy. It's the company that that did the surrender value on their own and said they are not collecting money again, they are not doing business again. Now, what he talked about the regulator, have you in any way contacted them over this issue?
Yeah. There's a time I went to their office at the VI. So I saw a lady over there. Then I now gave you all my data, my document. Then it went through the system under the office and he saw every payment.
Office? No, the Spring Life, the company. He now saw all the payments which I made there. You understand? System. On the system. Then he told me that I should exercise patience, that my money will get to me. But since then, nothing has been done on that. Then I'll be calling them on phone, they refuse answering my call. I don't know where to go again. So one fateful day, towards night, I now saw this program on TV. You understand? I saw this program, how they are talking about insurance, how they are talking about. After that, I now saw a number on the screen. I decided to call the number because I needed help based on this money. Then I now called the number. He told me that I should come down to Lagos. I have come on this issue no less than 4 or 5 times in this Lagos here. Now, I now came that period. They are having seminar. People from Abuja, people from ICOM, different states. They had gathered at hotel in Victoria Island. They are beginning to promote this industry. Talking. After every less of 10, they asked if there's any question. I stood up over a yarn and I told them my experience, what I'm passing through based on this. Then I now provide my document to them, show them all the necessary receipts which verify the payment. After that, there's a one man, I forgot his name. Other the regulator that came from Abuja, they are showing me that there is no problem, that I will recover my money. Is what all of them are telling me, that my money will be paid. I said okay. After that, they say I should be calling this number so I let them know what they can do on this issue. I said okay. When I'm calling the number, they will start, telling me stories. Either they will talk to me anyhow or something in that nature. Then I now have another contact to go to Abuja on this their head office. NICOM. NICOM.
Yes, NICOM.
I presented all my documents, everything to them. Narrate how I have gone with them. You understand? Still, that issue again, still mentioned that I should hold on. Is going to over 2 years now. After those people, those men, assure me that my money is going to pay for me a couple of some months. Now it's going to over 2 years now. I haven't received any money.
Okay.
Nothing has been done on that issue.
Okay, if that is, you see, one thing I know about NICOM itself, NICOM is this: they are always very, very prompt in responding to distress like this. So I can't understand why it should take 2 years to use your own words. But please, the only thing that we can do for you at this end is this: if you have all the copies of what you presented to NICOM, please, we can help to resuscitate it. Because brokers, apart from being their clients' agents, okay, we also render services that tend to help promote and project the image of the industry positively. And anything that we want to dent the image of the industry in one way or another, we abhor it and we will always work against it. So in this vein, please, I will just appeal to you to take out that, to be assured that this issue will be looked into, because NICOM, and I'm sure I'm expressing the sentiment of my brother too, that it is our duty. It is not just our duty to represent our various companies alone, but the industry at large, because it is only when the industry is making progress that our company can be proud of saying, okay, we are members of the industry fraternity. So please, at the end of this program, maybe you will just avail us with the documentations so as to take it up from there.
Yes, okay. Mr. Rav, I think one of the major reasons which I feel his claim has not been looked at is because he resorted to oral discussion. You know, when you have issues like this, you need to document,
to formalize it.
To formalize your interaction or discussion with whether the insurance company or NICOM, so to speak. Now, I want to believe that insurance company is problematic, is having some issues, and probably they are struggling, to pay. Maybe your own claim is not even one of the claims that is confronting the company anyway. So I will advise that, just like my friend has said, I will advise that you document whatever discussion from today. Document all the
when you say document, you record it on his phone.
Because this industry is our primary constituency, and the reputation of this industry is our concern. So if the industry progresses, it means that the practitioners too will progress, because our individual company is a subset of the entire insurance industry. So we should be seen to protect the image of the industry, and whatever will tarnish our image, we should write against it. Such claim must be paid. And like he told you, if you needed my assistance at any point in time, you can also have a recourse to me. I will assist you in documenting and also fight for the payment, because this is an injustice.
Especially, I agree with you totally, Mr. Kamaru. Now, it's going to bring me to how we started this discussion. Yeah. This is a clear example of over the years. Somebody like Mr. Innocent now, if he's sitting among his friends and somebody brings the topic of insurance, he will say, those people, they are corporate 419. This is what happened to me. I mean, for somebody who bought a policy and he's saving that, okay, I want to use it to set up business at the social time. It is not him that terminated the policy. It's the insurance company that decided to, for whatever reason. Now, it's going to bring me back to this issue of the regulator, which is NICOM. Now, for the banking industry, it's understandable because NDIC is there to take care of savings of depositors. Now, for the insurance industry, this is not the first time. It does appear that regulators are quick to take over the management or the board of a distressed company. But when you do that, especially for a life insurance company, what would expect that as a regulator of that industry, you should put priority, interim management, and put premium on policy holders who are saving their money. Because why I'm saying this is because even till today, because of my platform, I see here people call me over amicable assurance of yes, because that they were policy holders, and these are the issues.
Yes, you are quite correct. You see, the object of talking over a company, a distressed company, is not in the interest of the company itself. It's in the interest of the masses and the stake, because the policyholders are stakeholders in the affair of that organization. So the NICOM have the power, by the instrumentality of the law, to take over any distressed insurance company or any company that is showing sign of distress. Yeah. They don't need to wait on the company
until it collapses.
Yes, collapses and take over the company. And the taking over should also be looked, in the light of the policyholders, because it is there to help. The NICOM is there to help the policyholders who probably have one claim or the other to make. So in trying to help the company, to survive, they should also help the policyholder who have a claim to make against the company to also survive. So I'm sure the regulatory authority are also looking at this program and also listening to what we are discussing. So it should be a double-edged sword. While they are trying to help the company, they should also be helping
the policyholders,
so that while the company survives, the policyholder also survives. This kind of policy is a life policy. Now, the company is supposedly a life company. It is the policy our friend has with that company is an endowment policy. But where it is a life, pure life policy, where beneficiaries of the deceased are to make to make benefit from the policy, a lot of them will have just been crying without assistance.
Yes, exactly.
It's just because he's alive and he can, pursue his claim. So, regulatory authorities should also look into how they are going to help the policyholder who have a claim against a distressed insurance company. Not only trying to help the company to continue to be, a going concern. They should also look into that.
And furthermore, actually, the motivation of NICOM's intervention in the affairs of any distressed company is primarily in the interest of the policyholders
and the public generally,
and the insurance public generally. That's the thing. So what will happen, just like my brother has said, is that if there is any delay in one form or another, NICOM, because I can remember, even there are claims that NICOM have successfully settled, even while the insurance companies repudiate the claim ab initio from the word go. Okay, because of maybe lack of representation or all this or that. But NICOM is known to have put his feet down and say no, this claim must be settled. And eventually such claims were settled, and they were widely reported by the media. So, but even this case is a very clear court case that maybe there are some human errors which has caused unnecessary delay. That's why we are saying, okay, just like my brother said, I'm sure NICOM people who are close to them will be watching this program and then tell them that come on, there is fire in the mountain. And of course, I trust NICOM. Before you know it, NICOM will go into action. So that's it. So I just want to assure our brother that please, there's no corporate 419 here, and you will be attended to. More so that NICOM people have even promised that they will. But the only thing is that please, from now on, try to make sure that anything that you do with NICOM over this issue is documented. Because at the end of the day, because our industry is paper-based, we always believe in document. Because even if I'm owing you anything, if there is nothing to show for that,
you can deny that.
You can also, if I say that, you will say company forward.
These are documents. I don't know if we can get a close up of what is showing. These are some of the documents.
So this we take time to look at to scrutinize. But one thing, at least these are evidence that okay. But this is evidence of the policy. Evidence of the policy. What I'm saying is that your contact with NICOM, whatever you are discussing with them, should also be documented. All this will be attached to whatever things you are discussing with them. If you are writing, okay, please, so don't forget my claim, so number, and then you attach this. So from there they know that okay, this man actually once had the policy with Spring Life, and the man is making a claim which has not been attended to. Then at any given time, NICOM will be referring to this.
I have sent my document to them.
Okay.
I write to them and send my document to them at Abuja.
Okay.
They are still, telling me stories.
They didn't reply that your letter formally?
They should, I should hold on.
No, they didn't reply.
They replied to me and said I should hold on.
Okay, and you have a copy of the reply?
Yes.
Okay,
let us have the copy.
Yeah, please let us have the copy of that information. Oh,
the copy is not.
Okay, please, you have to make it available.
You understand? I write to them. Based on all those receipts, I sent it to them. You see, so I don't know where to go again.
No, there's no problem. There's no problem. You don't need to go from. You don't need to go from
what they are telling me.
Yeah.
The last time I came to VI, where they are having meeting, all of them just came. All of them. Big men in my insurance.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, huge. All their word, I cannot even hold any of them. Yes.
They run away from you.
Yes.
No.
It's unfair now that somebody that you want to invest on 5 years to control, can make use of it. They just disappoint you like this.
No, don't worry.
Nobody that will be happy. Even up till now, some of them used to market me. Okay. I call it the rogues. Okay. Because of what they did to me. I cannot advise anybody that know me. This is just like this thing that happened to me. It's an advice that my father gave to me. I said, though he is an old man.
Oh, your father had
yes, I told my father I want to start up insurance. He said I should forget about that. They are 419 people.
No, that's
what my father told me. But I just push it aside. So let me go ahead. Because that time business is moving. I said, okay, let me, deal with them. Maybe on that 5 years, I can able to lay my hand on that. And what my father told me is, what happened?
Actually, I can assure you that if I can get...
even these things are not even open mind to tell my father.
Don't worry.
That I'm into it.
No, by the time you tell your father...
Because he advised me not to go into
it in the first instance.
Okay, so now, non-payment of claim in the insurance industry, for some people happens to be hereditary. You have fathers who have... No, it's a very serious, because I know what I feel. On a daily basis, I'm bombarded by people with all sorts of complaints. Now, a father who had a bitter experience with an insurance industry, the son will say, okay, let me not forget about what my father experienced. This is a newer generation of insurance operators. And he's still experiencing the same thing. So what is operators of the industry, when they tell, the insurance industry, they have changed. There's no insurance industry today that will not, company today that will not settle a genuine claim. It's a difficult sell to people because of this handful of experiences that come out on a daily basis. So going forward, how will this industry move from where they are now, saying they have changed, and the public perception still see them as the leopard that can never change.
Anyway, I don't think it's like that. What will happen is this particular case is peculiar. Like I said, it's peculiar in the sense that there is an interruption in the operations of that company. Okay, and the regulator rightly came in somehow. Okay, but now the next point of call should be the regulator, and I can assure him that if I lay my hands on these documents and the letter you wrote to NECOM, I will visit Alagbo. I will go to Alagbo where they have their Lagos Soda office. Okay, I will go there with these documents and I will table this issue with them. And Dito, I think my brother too will also approach it from his own end, because we are for the industry.
Welcome back. Moving on, we bring you highlights of the Elevation Church Mainland 2016 Business Roundtable for entrepreneurs and mid to senior level executives. The theme was Staying Relevant in a Changing Economy. Guest speaker was Mr. Tonye Cole, Executive Director, Sahara Group. Delivering the theme, Mr. Cole stated that the only way to survive in business, especially in these tough times, is to always be ready to provide a service that people cannot do without.
Nigeria as a nation is going through a very challenging period economically, given the current crash in global oil prices. The current state of the economy has made it imperative for some churches to look inward and provide answers to address not just the spiritual needs, but physical, emotional, psychological, and even economic needs of their members by organizing seminars and workshops for them to learn strategies on how to cope in challenging economic times such as this. Recently, the Elevation Church Mainland put together a business roundtable at the Nelos Place, Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way, Ikeja, for entrepreneurs and mid to senior level executives. The theme was Staying Relevant in a Changing Economy. Guest speaker was Mr. Tonye Cole, Executive Director, Sahara Group. Delivering the theme paper, Mr. Cole implored business owners to always strive to be relevant by providing services that people can't do without.
The only way that you can survive and the only way you can remain relevant is that you must always be ready and able to provide a service that they cannot do without. In your industry, you must be ready to provide a service that they cannot do without, because guess what? If you are relevant, the first thing that will happen is that they will try to kick you out first. When the first person comes, the first thing they will do when you are the one that is relevant there is that they are going to want to question everything that you are going to do. And they will try to stop it. But what will become evident almost immediately is that they cannot do without you. I can assure you that there is one construction company that every single administration has tried to get rid of in Nigeria. What's the name? Yet every administration comes back and uses them. Why? They're the best in what they do. They're relevant to the economy. You want to survive in this changing time? Better be bloody relevant.
Other speakers at the round table were Mrs. Doyin Femi Johnson, Chief Financial Officer, Spur Petrochemicals, and Godman Akinlabi, Lead Pastor, the Elevation Church. The economic realities confronting members of the church, and indeed all Nigerians, inadvertently promotes an uncanny elevation of individualism that is both narcissistic and self-defeating. The church, therefore, having received the word and the mandates for it to empower members to thrive in such a time as this, recognizes the need to properly articulate and dimension these developments and provide appropriate instructions and guidance for its members and the public to succeed.
Alright, that's all we can take on this week's edition of the program. As always, do feel free to contact us on 017763981080 335 7879 or 090-9685-2685, or email us on almond4xx@yahoo.com or almondproduction@gmail.com. Visit our website almondreports.com, and please like us on our Facebook page, Almond Finance and Wealth Reports. You can also watch this program again on our YouTube channel, Almond Reports TV. Please join us every Wednesday by 9:45 a.m. live on Niger FM 102.7 for our Pidgin English program, Waiting Insurance They Do Serve. You can also reach us on WhatsApp on 080-335-7879 and join the conversation on Twitter at Madam Insurance. This program also airs on BCOS television every Thursday by 6 p.m. for those in Ibadan and environs. Until we come your way next time, same station, same time, I am Jennifer Obidiewubi. Thank you for watching and goodbye.